Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that, a fairly green day in the stock market with lots of stocks up 3%, 2%, even 4 and 5%. Tesla up 4.5% and up another 3% after hours to $246 per share. So in this video, we're definitely going to be talking about Tesla. We're going to be talking about Apple and a third mystery stock. So make sure you stay throughout this entire video all the way to the end so you don't miss out on that stock. Also, smash a big thumbs up on this video if you appreciate the Tesla and Apple updates, and let's dive right into it. So first up, we have Tesla up 42% in the past month. It is on a huge green streak so far, and this is one of the biggest green streaks that we've seen from Tesla in a while. Up 42% in the past 3 months, and almost every single day has been a green day. Overall, the trend has started in the end of April and has continued into June. But the straight green trend that has been non-stop from Tesla has started around May 25th and is continuing into present day. And here we can see Tesla just had its 9th consecutive green day, its longest winning streak since January 2021. By the way, make sure you give me a follow on Twitter if you are a Twitter user. TDSM Stocks, the daily stock market, retweeting all the best stuff on Twitter. Another huge headline taking over the space right now for Tesla is all of the vehicles are qualifying for the $7,500 full tax credit for electric vehicles. It's for all Models 3, Models Y, meaning that now the Model 3 starts at $32,000 now that it qualifies for that tax credit. So that's a huge thing, also propelling Tesla upwards. Now, we also see Elon Musk in China right now, which is a bullish thing because maybe he's meeting with some top officials over in China about Tesla entering China and taking over China. Elon Musk's quiet, untweeted China trip, the Tesla CEO reveals a warm welcome from high-level Chinese officials and social media users, but he still needs to smooth things over regarding Starlink. Okay, and we won't read this whole article, but I'll scroll down if you guys want to pause this video and read through some of this article. Could be a good idea, but we can see Musk's private jet landed in Beijing on the afternoon of May 30th, local time. He met with Qin Gang, China's new foreign minister and previous ambassador to the U.S. the same day. According to the ministry press release, Musk said in the meeting that he strongly opposes decoupling supply chains between U.S. and China because the two countries are interlinked like a conjoined twins, inseparable from each other. That evening, he had dinner with Zhang Wenquin, which is a CEO of a key supplier for Tesla batteries for Tesla cars. Very, very important. The next day, he met with 2 more Chinese ministers, those in regards of commerce and technology. We also had a report that he visited one of the highest ranking party officials, the 6th highest ranking that afternoon, but the meeting has not been made public by the government or by Musk yet. In the evening, he flew to Shanghai and headed to the Tesla Gigafactory, where he took photos with employees that would later post on Twitter of Elon Musk at the China, Shanghai Tesla Gigafactory. So lots of stuff going on with Tesla, and we're probably going to see another green day on Friday and possibly even Monday, because now as we're recording this video, we have a pop-up announcement that GM, General Motors, announced Thursday it's joining forces with Tesla. Well, remember, we already saw Ford. We went over that in the last video, that Ford is joined forces with Tesla. Now we're seeing GM, General Motors, to leverage the electric vehicle maker's supercharger network. Okay, the announcement comes 2 weeks after Ford announced a similar partnership with Tesla to enable access to Ford vehicles to Tesla charging networks, and that's going to start in 2024, by the way. This collaboration is a key part of our strategy and an important next step in quickly expanding access to fast chargers for our customers, GM CEO Mary said in the press release. Not only will it help make the transition to electric vehicles more seamless for our customers, but it could also help move the industry towards a single North American charging standard. So as we can see, this is super, super bullish for Tesla now that Ford and GM are basically both behind Tesla, and there's a good chance that Tesla is going to be the staple for all electric chargers in North America, and we'll probably do the same thing in China as well. So super bullish, exciting news for Tesla for long term. This could be a beautiful thing for Tesla. Remember, dollar cost averaging in, no matter what price Tesla's at, it's probably going to be the best thing for long-term investors holding for 5, even 10 years down the road. However, if we could pick up shares at $200 per share or under, I think it's going to be a lot more attractive. Apple up 1.5% today to $180 per share. Earlier this week, we saw it at $184 per share, which was an all-time high, a record high for Apple stock. As we can see, it's an all-time high, and the previous all-time high was set in December 10th, around December 10th, 2021 of $179, $180 per share. So it's exciting to see these new all-time highs. We saw a huge press release with the Aapl event, and that's super exciting with the VR headset that's coming out. It could really be game-changing. And my personal opinion, yes, it's priced very high, $3,500 for a single unit for the VR goggles, but I think they're just building the demand right now and building the excitement. So in 2-3 years from now, when they put out a version that's $995 or even $795, people are going to be jumping to get in at the VR headset at those prices, because previously it was $3,500. Now it's $750 in the future. So that could be a marketing tactic that Apple could be using, and they could easily sell those things like hotcakes if the demand is high enough and if everyone wants to buy it at $795. So it's something to at least think about, okay? And can Apple continue this uptrend? We talked about them in the past. We can see the PE ratio is 30, implying that it really isn't too overvalued right now, although we might see the world's first $3 trillion market cap company. Apple right now is at a $2.84 trillion market cap, and if it gets to a $3 trillion market cap, that will be so exciting. And I think that, you know, it's going to hover right around 3 trillion, maybe break 3 trillion, maybe 3.1, but then it's going to head down from there, okay? And I think there will be a good buying opportunity coming in the future where we'll see Apple under 175, under 165, and closer to the 155, or hopefully under 155. Now, remember, same thing with Apple. Dollar cost averaging is going to be the best bet for long-term investors. Don't try to time the market, just buy the market. That's what it's all about, especially with long-term stocks like Tesla and Apple. There's no point in trying to time them because you're not going to be able to perfectly. Although, you know, I might just yeah, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging, but if we see a little bit of a sell-off on Tesla, if we see a little bit of a sell-off on Apple, of course I'm going to be buying a little bit heavier at those price points that we discussed in this video. And the last stock that we'll be talking about is Coinbase at $54 per share. They were in the news big this week, so that's why we're talking about them, with a huge drop-off of 23% to $48 per share. And so far, we're seeing a brilliant recovery coming from Coinbase stock, up around 10% or so, maybe even more, honestly, from lows. The reason why they're in this video is because I want to talk about price alerts with Coinbase. Okay, so they could be a good one to dollar cost average into over the next few months, because you don't really want to time the bottom or try to time the bottom, especially with a stock like this, and it could have a big recovery. And also, by the way, this only holds true if you're a believer in cryptocurrency, because if you don't believe in cryptocurrency, there's no point of investing in Coinbase, okay? So it's at $50 per share right now. It IPO'd at $250. That's a 500% gain that it needs to have just to get back to IPO prices. Now, I'm not saying it's going to have a 500% gain, but hey, even if it does have this 500% gain in the next 5 years, or if it takes 7 years, that's still an excellent gain for that time frame. So for Coinbase to get back to IPO prices is obviously the goal. We need to have a huge crypto summer, because Coinbase makes its money and its net income off of transactions, microtransactions. So more people need to be buying Bitcoin and selling Bitcoin for Coinbase stock to be going up. That's the only way it's going to work. Right now, crypto is in crypto winter and it's in turmoil, and Coinbase is getting sued at the same time. So this is one of the best times to be buying Coinbase stock and dollar cost averaging in for long term if you believe in cryptocurrency and if you think that cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is going to go higher than it is today. Okay, now with that being said, with Coinbase, it could be a good idea also to play defensively and wait for this whole suing case. The SEC right now is suing Coinbase. Wait for that to play out, because if Coinbase loses and ends up having to pay a large amount of money, Coinbase stock could drop down to around $45, even $35 per share, which we've seen it drop to only 6 months ago, right? This was 6 months ago. Coinbase was at $35 per share. It had an amazing recovery since then, and it's a great one for swing trades also. So if you hit your price alerts and you press, let's edit this one, $38 per share and $40 and $45 per share. These are great price alerts that I'm going to be buying a little bit heavier at, okay? And that's just because it's a great stock for swing trades. And worst case scenario, I think it's a pretty good stock for long term, especially if you can get in at $35, $40, $45 per share. I think that's a lot better price. However, I think dollar cost averaging for Coinbase long-term investors could be a good idea also at current prices. Okay, obviously, it shouldn't even have to be said, but this is a risky stock. I had to say it more than 3 times because it's that risky. So if you don't have an appetite for risk at all, stay away from Coinbase. It's that simple. Okay, revolve your attention something like Aapl, dollar cost averaging. Those are going to be more for you. So I hope you guys really appreciated that video. Drop a big thumbs up if you did and share it with a friend. If you guys want to see exactly what I'm buying, when I'm buying, and if you're an option trader and you want to see strike prices, expiration dates, exactly when I'm getting in and out of different options and contracts, message me here on the Daily Stock Market on Instagram. 202,000 followers now, 765 posts on Instagram. Message me here. Read through success number 8. A lot of this is from option trading, and you can see big monies being made every single day in the close friends list and on our Discord also. Tesla puts also paid up 181%, over $800 made. We can see a $270 profit being made, and the list goes on and on. Here we can see a big move up $1,900, 51%. So feel free to go through that a little bit. Read through some of these success stories. Here's another big one, $7,800, over 334%. Unbelievable gains. So message me on Instagram to join. Thank you guys for all the love and support. As long as you keep liking these videos, I'll keep making them for you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.